Back. Trip number 2. Friday morning. It is 6:30. Oh my goodness. Good thing I didn't leave this running. That wouldn't have been good. Now we have to finish up. When you get donuts, they're fresh. Alright, so here's the plan. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So here's the plan. We're going to deliver this group of donuts and then gotta get some gas. Gotta get gas today. Fill her up. So let's see if I remember to check the price. Here's the thing though. What I've learned is BJ's is always the cheapest. So I look just to see how much less it is than everybody else. But the two places I always look, Wise Markets in Westminster. We pass it on the way over. That's one place, and they're usually good. Their price is usually pretty good, and that's where I was getting gas. Bob has like a discount reward thing with them, so you get 10 cents off the price that they show. And then the Highs that's over there, that's always the higher price, because that's why it's called Highs. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what's going on. One thing looked funny when I looked at I didn't spend a lot of time trying to figure it out, but it was weird when I looked at the clips, the live stream clips. It looked like there were 2 of them. I know we were streaming. I think we were, because it was still going when I turned it off. Like I said, I don't look at it during the drive, but it's cool. We need heat. It's 35 degrees. The temperature keeps going down. What? But I don't know why it showed up. So I've got 2 clips that said they were processing. Because as soon as you turn off the video, it starts the process of creating the finished product that I can post later on. So, I don't know. I gotta say too, AI has been very helpful. AI, like any questions I have about this whole process, the YouTube and all that stuff, AI has been very helpful. Look, I didn't use the blinker. Loser. You know what I noticed? I think I don't use the blinker when I've got a cup of coffee in my hand. That's the point. So I gotta put down the coffee before I come up to it or something. Also does quite a display at Christmas. So won't be long. I mean, close to Halloween now, so Thanksgiving decorations. That's a good question. I never thought about that. Like, when do you take down, like Christmas? A lot of people take down Christmas lights, or at least stop turning them on, like around New Year's. Blinker, how do you like it? I mean, that's the normal time frame is like New Year's, maybe a little bit after New Year's. Personally, like I always, when I decorate, and I haven't decorated my house for a long time. I haven't been doing anything inside the house for a long time. I'm a minimalist. I'm sure that'll be a conversation for another time, but yeah, definitely a minimalist. So I haven't been doing all the Christmas decorating stuff. But when I did, and I really did, when I was little, I was in my bedroom. When I was little, I would have I think I had 3 Christmas trees in my bedroom, and one of them was like 4 or 6 feet. I mean, these were not little. Did I get 6 foot? No, 4. I think in my room it was 4. But I had like a couple of them. And but I'd have to have it down by New Year's. Like one New Year's Day, I didn't want to have Christmas stuff around anymore. Not because I didn't like it, but just because like the whole New Year thing, like I wanted it to be fresh and new. Yeah, New Year. Yeah. So I didn't. So that was my rule for myself when I was little. Most people go like at least a week, probably into January or more. And then you get the people that have the lights up, and they just turn them on, they keep them in the house all year long. Now I've seen houses like that. That's cool. It's efficient. There's a house on Route 30 coming into Hampstead right before you get to. You're going north. No, you're not going to be able to hear me now. I know I'm in that zone. I'm not going to talk for a little bit. It's hard for me to talk. That section that we just went through is one that doesn't have coverage. All right, here we come. All right, there's going to be the guy running. There they are, right there. Guy running, and then okay, so the runner's still got the helmet on. It'll be lighter. I'm later today. I'm later today, so it will be lighter today. Later, I'm later. And also the van will be lighter because I won't have the donuts in it anymore. Lighter. Part of the trip. I don't think there's a way for me to listen to the radio while I'm taping, while I'm live streaming. I gotta change I gotta adjust my vocabulary. I'm not videotaping, I'm actually just streaming. Streaming is the word. Village of Westminster, so I think the signal's going to come back. I'm starting to think that I know I can't stream music from my phone while I'm streaming. That didn't seem to work. Or if there's a way to do it, I don't know how to do it yet. And so I gotta figure out a way to get some kind of music, but I can't use the radio. So I mean, even if it was look, turn signal. You know it. Even if it was the generic license-free music, I could somehow have something going. All right, so here we go. What's that? Whoa! 269. All right, here we go. Now, think about this. That's 269, which means I think with Bob's discount, I think that would be down to 259. I think that's gonna be hard to beat. That is gonna be hard to beat. Do you think the gas could be less than 259 at BJ's? We're gonna find out. Now, the last time I got into BJ's, it was remind me to mention something about this intersection. Okay, remind me. Although I can't see your stuff. But anyway, the last time I got it at BJ's 268. Well, 268.9. And I think here they were saying like 305. So that's like a quarter, right? That's 70 now. It's like 35 cents difference. So let's just make round numbers here. Let's say let's say they're 30 cents less. Gas at BJ's for 30 cents less than that posted price. That would be below 250. That would, I mean, definitely below 250. You think I'm going to get gas for less than $2.50 a gallon? I don't even remember the last time. I'm not going to get my hopes up. So now let's think. So what do you think the price at highs is going to be? Anybody got a guess? It was 305 yesterday. Now what I don't remember is what the gas at Wise was yesterday. Now if you went back to the video, you might be able to see it. I don't know. Obviously I can't do that, but somebody can cheat. Okay, so it was 305 at highs yesterday. Let's see what that is today. And then we got 269 at Wise. And is it Weiss or is it Wise? See, I say Wise, but I have heard people say Weiss. I kind of like We Is, because that is what it is. We Is. We Is your supermarket. All right, we're going to be behind the school bus. That's what's going to happen. It's okay. Well, maybe not. Oh, they should have done it. this bus. Maybe when we're behind school buses, I should sing like an old schoolhouse rock tune, you know? I don't really remember them that well. You know? The bill, I'm just the bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Something about committee. I learned most of my basic grammar from Schoolhouse Rock. I wonder if that's copyrighted material. Probably is. Plus 168, right turn on Hook. Yeah, that was one of my, when I drove the trains on the boardwalk in Ocean City, one of our thing was to let the station at the end of the boardwalk know we were getting close. You'd have to announce, you know, you had radio. Walkie-talkie type radio, and you'd have to announce when you were at 18th Street. The boardwalk ends in Ocean City at 27th Street. And so when you got to 18th Street, you would get on the radio and say, Train 1 north at 18th Street. That's all you really had to say. You know, to do it right, you know, I always have to say, like, train number 1 at 18th Street, train 1, 18th Street. You have to repeat it. I guess we're good. We're on 97 South. Maybe I should call the bakery and say, you know, delivery van, south of 97 at 32. Parking right on the left gets fairly decent. I mean, it's never full. People do use it. weather stuff. It's a nice day. It's cold. That's fine. Morgan Run. There's a girl at the bakery named Morgan. So of course, you know, I figure whenever I go over there, it's like something urgent happened in the bakery. We needed to get out. They have to say, Morgan, run! I suppose when you drive through here, noticed recently it smells kind of like asphalt, like, you know, like when they're doing road construction, like hot asphalt. They're not doing road construction, but there's something going on where they must be doing it close. Sensitive to smells. I have a pretty big nose, so I think that might be part. Definitely tuned into scents. Bob has, ever since COVID, he hasn't been able to, so this is going years now, he hasn't been able to smell or taste. I can't imagine. Not being able to smell is one thing. Because actually, like, memory, all kinds of stuff is attached to smell. It's not just smelling. It's like connection to stuff. But not being able to, I mean, I know smell and taste are connected, obviously. Not being able to taste. I guess in one sense, maybe it's easier to eat less. Because it really turns, you can't taste anything, it turns eating into really just a basic fuel consumption. So you stop at any gas station, you get fuel. Reisterstown. And 2 times in the last couple of weeks, I've had my electricity go off. And I know it's got to be something to do with a transformer or something. You know that like that explosion noise that you hear if you're close to a transformer that blows up? Well, I've heard that twice now. At like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. One time, I mean, the first time it happened, I'm like, what the heck was that? My neighbors that lived in the houses behind mine even came out, and I saw them looking at the telephone pole. I mean, I don't think that's really a transformer, that's just the pole. But they're coming out looking at it. I mean, there was nothing happening there. It obviously concerned them as well. But it happened, so that was like 2 weeks ago, and then it happened again this past week. Today's Friday, so it happened, I guess, on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's weird. And it's off for like, very quick. I mean, it's off and then they fix it within 30 minutes. I mean, I'm impressed by the Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, because they're right on it. I guess when it's not a storm, they can probably tell right away where it is and what it is, and they just go out and replace something, flip the circuit breaker, whatever they do. But the first time it went out, like I said, it was out for a very short period of time, and when it came back on, my internet did not come back on right away. And you get an email, like if your electricity goes out, you get an email or a text message from Xfinity that says, hey, we know you've got a disruption, your internet's out, we're working on it, blah blah blah. They give you the time. And also usually you get something from BG&E too sometimes. Or you can go online and report it. But 305, by the way. So they're still at 305. Wow. So I don't know what's going on with lice. I wonder if that's interesting. 305. But it did, so it wasn't coming back on. Like I kept where's my planner? Make a little like something. I'll come back to this story. Let's try to remember the story. We got to make a delivery here. I'm working, okay? I'm working. I can't just dilly-dally. All right. Now, there's somebody at the drive-thru. Let's give them a minute. Let's see what happens. All right. All right. They're here. We're back. guy that works there who brings the rack. He brings the rack to the door when he comes to open the door, which is extremely nice. Very nice. Very nice one. Today we got 108 donuts. That's right in the normal range, plus other stuff. Just in case you were wondering. 1, 2, 3. Be back. All right, the delivery is made. Got drive-through people. It's a busy place. It's what a day in Ellersburg, and they do very good business. They're oh yeah. Wow. All right, let me turn you around. Let's get that done. I'd rather not try to pull through. Like right now, we got a couple cars behind us. One person's in line. He backed up, so let's go. Let's do it. He's being nice. Perfect, 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 perfect. Give him a little wave. good to go. Whoops. It's me. Seatbelts. There we go. We're good. So now we just gotta stop and get gas on the way back. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to BJ's. And I think, see, I don't have the discount card, right? So, I can't get the 10-cent price. I can't get the 10 cents off the $2.69 price. But, you know, but we'll go to BJ's and see, because BJ's was $2.68. And it'll still be a penny less. But I'm thinking it's going to be lower than that. My guess is that I can get it for $2.60, maybe $2.59. Let's go with $2.59. I'm gonna say we can match that 10-cent rebate. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Westminster, 11 miles. I'm telling you, it is. I like fall. Fall's a pretty good season. The summer was good. The summer we didn't really have like super hot weather, so it was a good summer. I think there might have been a week, you know, I think we always have 1 week or so, 2 weeks maybe, where it's close to 100. But not much of that. It's all good. I like this weather. That bird, there's one bird by himself. Wish I could. That would be one thing. You know, if I could be granted a superpower. My goodness. Come up with a song for the rattle. But yeah, flying would be good. Just being invisible would be kind of cool. But you know, you got that. There would be some risks with being invisible, right? I mean, you'd be really be taking a chance if you went out, because crossing the street, or you'd have to really be on top of your game because people would not see you. And then, so if you could be invisible, does that mean that for you to go out into the world and do anything, which is what, in theory, you'd want to be invisible so that you could go out and do stuff? Well, would you have to be naked when you went out and did it? Because if you wore anything, wouldn't that show? So that would be weird. And like, what if you're invisible, the power of being invisible wasn't 100% reliable? Woo! Because now, first of all, just the feeling, right? I mean, if you could be invisible, you would assume that you would still feel the same, right? You just wouldn't be seen. So you're naked, you go out, that's going to be weird, right? I mean, you're not going to want to do this in the winter. You go outside, and it's going to be weird walking around naked. Granted, people might not be able to see you, but you're still, you're naked. You know it. I don't know. I never thought of all that. It's starting to push me even harder toward. And when I say flying, I don't want to be a flapper. I don't want to have to flap my arms to fly. I just want to be able to like hover up above and kind of like float. I used to have a lot of dreams about it. A lot of dreams. I mean, to the point where and I really thought about it, because I'd kind of like float up. I would like lift my arms up a little bit, that would be sort of like the motion that would get me going. And then I would start going up. But I remember being very cautious about, like, well, you got to be careful that you're not near power lines. You want to get, like, above that, and then you want to be very careful, like, not to, you got to pay attention for that kind of stuff. I was ready. And you know how when you're little, you kind of really think stuff like that. Why isn't it possible? Maybe it's possible. So, I went through a phase where I wanted to get one of the. Now this was later, like now. I was no longer a child now. As an adult, I was. Looking at those, and this is a real thing. It's like you almost have a canopy above you, like a hang glider, but yours is a tricycle. Looks like a tricycle, right? It's got like three, and behind you is this big fan, huge fan, and it propels you. And I mean, I believe that's like a real thing. I don't know why. I understand why there aren't hundreds of people doing that. Like, why wouldn't you? I don't think it was even that expensive. I think it's a thing. I've seen people doing it, so I know it's a thing, actually, but I don't understand why there aren't a lot of people doing that. It seems like something that would appeal to people. I mean, you're not moving fast. It's not like you're going to do it like a car. But you can get pretty high up above things. I think that would be awesome. Really, really cool. It doesn't look super dangerous. Because even if your fan stopped blowing, you've still got the hang gliding. Now, you're not in a hang glider. The hang glider, the ones I'm thinking of, when I say hang glider, I'm thinking of something that looks like a kite, This thing is more like a glider. I think the word for this would be a glider. But anyway, would be another fun thing to live stream. It'd be more fun to do it than watch it, but it'd be fun to maybe I'll look for that. Maybe I'll look that up. I'm sure somebody's done it. I mean, they've done the hang gliding. The hang gliding, though, you got to find some spot, go to jump off a cliff. There's a little more effort in doing that. This thing, I guess you need a spot where you can run a little bit. I don't understand why maybe it does take more than one person. Maybe somebody has to, help you. So that if somebody's got to help you do it, then one person's going to fly and the other person's not. So the person who's not is not going to be quite as excited about doing it, which would lower the number of opportunities to do it. Pay somebody. You take me out to that field and then get me up Gas, so I forget. See, I want to blurt out all my ideas. Like, as I'm driving through these intersections, I'm thinking of an idea that I have. I'm holding this one off. Hold this one off until I get closer to being able to. I don't want to get way off the seat, but I do have an idea about driving this one. What the hell? Plumbing. I have reliable plumbing. Whiz. Whiz grocery store. Okay, 269.9. Right now it's 7:30, so I guess this is the rush hour traffic going into Baltimore. If you work somewhere that starts at 9, I guess 8:30, 9 o'clock. My previous job started at 8, and I worked in Towson, but I got there usually like 7ish. Just to beat the, this 795, and it was pretty busy. However, 695 going from, when you get on 695 in Pikesville, that 795 entrance, it's not that bad going from there to Towson. There's some construction sometimes, but that traffic is reasonable. The traffic that's going the other direction, like towards Liberty Road, Security Boulevard, that whole side, Columbia, that traffic almost consistently is backed up. And I know that some of that is construction related also, but I don't know, it's just really, that's not the side of town. I mean, actually, what I remember at times when I've been Looking at job opportunities. Okay, 269. 269. Can we beat it? I just would immediately. There was a position. Columbia is a great community. Probably a great place to work, but that would not be a pleasant commute. The sky is impressive. This is like my favorite planet. Alright, what do we got there? 267? Okay. 267, and I think I get 5 cents off that, so we're close. 262. Could have done 3 cents better. It's not bad though. It's really, I'm surprised. I expected them to do better. There's a lady that works here that's very nice. I see she's inside. That's not her. I know that is her, I think. Yeah, that's her. She comes out and she straightens things up and stuff. She's a very nice lady. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's fill this coming up. I'm leaving it around. You're not supposed to, okay? Do this. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Giving you something to watch. $2.62. I wonder if we'll get down to 250 soon. We've got like over there next to the little gas station building. It's like one of those cherry picker type things, I guess. It just goes by itself. I wonder if they're gonna recently over in is it France, the Louvre, where they stole some crown jewels. Something funny about that story. I don't know if we'll figure out what's going on there, but thieves. Please hold. See that thing? Cherry picker type thing. That thing. Anyway, it made me think. So the Louvre people, they use that to like get up to a window that they could break into, and then they stole some kind of. I mean, it was like hundreds of millions, $100 million or something. It's crazy. And there's something fishy about that story, though. I'm telling you, I just, there's security inside the building. They had to go in and break into some little case or something and pull it out. And then what are they going to do with it? I mean, really, why would you steal something that's going to be that difficult? Or you're either going to have to like wait forever, or maybe they got somebody who wanted it. Whoever did it might be doing it for someone that's already off. I don't know, but strange story. I've heard people theorize that it's an inside job, but even if it's an inside job, basically what that would mean to me is that it's just somebody who got a job there with long-term intention of stealing something. Right? MSP, what is that? The part about that heist is that so they stole the jewelry, and then they had to get back into the little cherry picker thing and go down. They don't move. It's not like that's something that can move very fast. So that's why it just doesn't add up to me. All right, we are going to have a sun in our face today a little bit, so see how that works out. I just get a big old bright spot in my face. Reminds me, one time I cracked up. I was watching something or something. It was a comedy skit, but basically the guy was teaching people how to. It was like teaching people CPR, and he would be like, it was the dummy, right? They were like working on a dummy, and he would be working on the dummy, and he's pumping, doing the chest compressions. Shouting stuff like, "Don't go toward the light." Noisy town. Cows are on the move. This morning on my ride into work, I heard the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." Just got that in my head. It was Banks. He's way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Close. I think he's got to pick up a little bit back there. Just made that one. I wonder if they have GPS on school buses, so like if you get somehow connected, you can tell when the bus is getting close to your house. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if that's a thing. I haven't been in the school bus use scenario for a long time, but that'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe they do that. If they don't, they should. Somebody patent that idea. All right, here we go. We're going to pass the skeletons. You know, it's my favorite thing. And we got traffic, of course, which is lovely. There they are. Okay, the guy running. That's the help. Well, wouldn't that be a good idea? So, like, all the kids would know, and then, especially if it's cold or yucky outside, they could just wait until the bus was almost there and then run out. It's really bad here. I know this is a bad section. Right now, my butt sounds like that. Oh, and if you are looking at my YouTube channel page, the picture that I have there now is along this road. I changed it, so it's actually this road. I think it's like right around here somewhere is where the picture was taken. I don't know where. I didn't take the picture, I found it. But it's right in this area. And the corn was not grown at that point, so you see further off. It's a good picture, I like it. But it's a summary picture, it's not a fall picture. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that picture, I'm going to put it in AI and say, please recreate this picture in a fall scenario. Let's see what it looks like. It's insane what AI can do, right? So like, I don't have to wait till the fall. If we're taking another picture, I can just do that. I can say, okay, now take this picture and make it look like it just snowed. It's crazy what you can do. You know, I've talked about Scott Adams. I listened to him. I didn't listen to him yesterday, by the way, which is weird. I usually miss a day. But he believes, by the way, yes, the sun is like straight in my face. So I'm sure you can't see anything right now. Maybe you can see better than me. So not. But Scott Adams is doesn't dwell on that a lot, but he does mention it enough that it's definitely the way he sees our existence. But are you still sort of saying there is a wiser, like a creator? There's still got to be a creator. I don't know how that gets you away from God, because if you always take it like one step further, so you have, all right, so you're in a simulation, so somebody created a simulation. Cows, everybody up? Yeah, we're all up today. All. We're all on their feet. I think we might be a little bit later than we were previously. So, yeah. Either that or that one cow that was always laying there. They're like, all right, I'm getting shamed now. He's going by with a live stream and he's shaming me. So I'm going to stand up. That could be what happened. There's cows in a cluster. Over there. It's a cow cluster. They're not spread out today. The other day they were all spread out. But, so if you follow what I'm saying, which is difficult, I realize. So you've got somebody created the simulation. I don't know what that means, like when you die, or you just like your little sim body is just, you're just done. Or do you wake up and you're in another sim? I don't know. Like, it doesn't really answer all the questions to my satisfaction. I'm still on the side. Oh, look, the cows are really spread out over here. The black cows are all spread out. There's a little baby over there. He's running wild. He's running around. So close to the road there. But, so that's my thought on it. I mean, I think the simulation idea is kind of interesting, but it doesn't, I think that's all it is. It's like interesting, like a video game. It's interesting. Welcome to Walmart. I spent like $20 yesterday when I went into Walmart after my, when I had to kill some time between my deliveries and my blood work appointment, which went fine. I bled. They collected it, and everything happened the way it was supposed to. All right, now I can park the van. Still got the lawnmower in this truck in the house. All right, journey. Another day done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Total viewers 0. There you go. Consistent. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.